deal. And if you guys are old, what that shit do, right? Keep in mind that these messages are general. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch me on the next one and hopefully it sticks, okay? So, collective, y'all, we're going to be talking about some stuff today, okay? Especially with this message. And it's so funny because my mom had just came in the room and just hit the confirmation right on the nail. All right, when it comes to how the things that we experience in our childhood play a big effect in our relationships in adults, right? Whether that be uh, work relationships, whether this be friends, or partnerships, or love, or just with family within itself. Okay. Now, heavy energy in this reading on needing to protect children. You know what I'm saying? Once we get to a certain age of adulthood, there are things that we can do as an adult to source tools that we need in order to help recover from those childhood traumas that we may experience, right? But when you are a child, you know what I'm saying, it is up to the adults in that child's life to make sure that they are protected and to make sure that they have the tools necessary to be aware of certain things and to help them if need be, okay? Now, whew, heavy energy on kids are sponges, okay? They absorb everything at a young age. The way people communicate, what they see the adults do, you know what I'm saying? The way they treat other people based off of how they see older people treat other people. And that goes down from generation to generation, and that's why people have certain generational curses, because it's the same repetitive toxic shit that gets passed down from the adults to the kids, and those kids become adults, and then it's just the same shit that just keeps on going. So at one point, somebody in the goddamn dynamics has to stop the train, okay? Like, the thoughts that I'm getting right now, like, I don't know, some of you guys may have, and it really just makes me sick to my stomach, okay? How a lot of you guys grew up being preyed on, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily preyed on. I'm talking about like vetted by older adults, whether these be women, whether these be men. I'm getting a lot of this. I'm getting, like, even when I said praying, this could have been going on in the church home. Okay, I get that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like same sex, younger child type of energy, and even opposite sex as well. That's why it's very important for y'all to be very aware of how your child reacts around certain adults. You know, because being that they are the youngest and the adults are supposed to be adults, you know, sometimes they have those things of, oh, don't tell anybody, or if you tell anybody you're going to be in trouble. It's like, there's consequences to that. So that type of behavior creates someone who likes to put the things that were done to them that did not make someone feel right under the table or under the rug. You know what I'm saying? So how that can translate from, oh, don't tell nobody, is people like being comfortable with secrets. You know what I'm saying? With living, with doing things that they know that they're not supposed to, and not telling anybody. You know what I'm saying? You see how that forms? You know what I'm saying? Or just people have very sick minds, I'm telling you. People have very sick minds, and especially in the dynamics of like family. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how other cultures are, but I know sometimes in mine that goes on with certain families and nobody speaks about it. You know what I'm saying? It's just put under the rug. Nobody, and the crazy part about it is those very same family members are still cool and still cordial with the abusers that abused other family members that probably may be aware of it. So do you know how that feels? I don't know how that feels, but I can only imagine, like, if someone was to do something to me and say my parents or my relatives or my friends or so knew about that, and that person comes around and like everybody acts like, you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody felt like they were not protected. Hmm. Somebody feel like they was not protected by like like certain family. And a lot of people like to write off how um, the things that happen to you at a young age, you know, like now that you're an adult, you should just know. But just like I was telling my mom, I'm just like, if you just now had an understanding about yourself and how to process certain emotions at like 25 years old or 30 or whatever, that is 30 years or 25 years worth of stuff that you have to unlearn and relearn. And you know how hard that is? That's not just like going to a 4-year college and you get a college degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people say sometimes it takes as long to get over someone as long as you were with them? It's like that. You know what I'm saying? This is you like righting your wrongs within yourself. This is somebody here that is learning or seeing the fact that the ways in which they were taught growing up no longer resonates when it comes to being an adult. Okay? So what's going on with this person and their energy? Okay? Yeah, hardened heart. This person feels like this is like somebody who has built a barricade around their heart. It's hard for people to get in. It's because, you know, at one point in time when this person probably was, it's like somebody getting their innocence taken from them. And when you have a hardened heart, it's because you have people or things or people around you that you can't be vulnerable enough with. So because it's like somebody has so much anger in their heart, man. Like somebody really has so much anger in their heart and I feel like it has a lot to do with what somebody went through as a child. Okay, and with that, it makes somebody just hard at the world. Like, yeah, communication. Somebody needs to go to therapy. Somebody needs to communicate how they feel, because like the more you keep stuff bottled in, the more it is hurting themselves. I'm hearing, can we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we're going when it's too hard. Somebody wants to talk about how they feel about somebody, but it's like that barricade. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going through a soul death and a rebirth. Okay, something in regards to who someone is connected to is allowing a certain part of themselves to stay in the past. You know what I'm saying? This is like learning how to forgive, or finding a different way to look at the things that you went through in your past. And just some of you guys could have just recently got baptized. Okay, it's a lot of church energy here, pastor energy. I don't know. I instantly seen TD Jakes. I don't know what that story was. I know he was in the media with something, but people was saying he was a part of something. I don't know. It's just a lot of like adults that handle children irresponsibly in this energy that I'm picking up on. You know, these are people that have a liking for younger energy. It's very like certified pedophile, certified lover boy. Okay? Big mistake. Somebody is realizing, I feel like, by not talking about these things that they went through in the past and noticing how it is affecting and spilling over into all their other relationships, how it was a mistake as far as like, um, somebody feels like they wish they would have done something sooner. But that's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? We all are on our own individual journeys. You know what I'm saying? Once you know better, you do better. And I feel like this is a lot of what's been going on. And also, too, I feel like whoever was the adults in this situation when it comes to this child or this adult now, if their parents are still living, they are realizing that they made a big mistake with how they chose to handle protecting them, as to why this person has so much anger in their heart. It's like, yeah, you're the adult. You're the fucking problem. Cause like if you were aware, that's what I don't understand too. If you were aware of your child or a relative going through something with an older adult, why would you not help to pull the plug on that? And then to add insult to injury, you would still allow this person to come around as if they never done anything? That's a slap in the fucking face. Like, that's torture. Having your abuser still around, that is torture, because that lets that person know that they can do whatever the hell they want and they are still able to gain the hearts of the people around you. It's giving like Diddy energy. That shit is crazy. Look at that. Stabbed in the back. Yeah, because this person knows like somebody did something to betray someone. Like really take away their innocence. I want to say take away evidence. Somebody tried to cover this shit up. Somebody tried to cover this shit up. Overthinking and self-sabotaging. And it left someone thinking like, okay, is this how it's supposed to be? And are we just, okay, I guess this is normal. I guess like this is just how this happens in this dynamic. We operate like this, and it caused somebody with this hardened heart to sabotage every connection after that. Because I feel like maybe when this person started to get older and they started to see like, no, actually, this is not how families operate. This is not how this goes. And it shows a difference. This is like being made to make something feel like it is okay. This is like Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? How you were a young age and they tell you that Santa Claus is real and stuff like that. And then you grow up to only realize that Santa Claus is fake, and it's like, so it's like some unknown thing of somebody now being older and realizing you fucking lied to me. You were just trying to cover this shit up. Somebody feels betrayed because somebody here feels like this is like an adult telling a child like oh my God, bro. That shit just pissed me off. This is like little Johnny getting touched and the parent is just like, oh no, it's okay. This is what happens in families. Like, this is what happens sometimes, and it won't happen again. But sometimes that happens, and it's just somebody growing up, and realizing that's not what the fuck is okay. So that's somebody real like seeing something. This like growing up and seeing the ad against like sexual abuse or something, and you're like, dang, that happened to me, but to what I understood that was okay. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't a problem with that, but now it's like, oh, it actually is a problem with that. That type of energy grows into people being an adult and finding pleasure in younger kids. Well below the legal age bracket. It's that. So this is somebody having to unlearn that and come anew. And I know with that, it comes some type of shameful type of feeling, some type of guilt, because it's like somebody was led to believe that it was okay. Healing and shadow work, yep. Somebody's healing those darker parts that they don't talk about. Wow. Some of you guys can be going to a therapist, okay, in order to heal and do this shadow work. Maybe you can't, like, being that these are people, you probably can't even talk to friends and family, because those are the very same fucking people that are cool with the damn abusers. Somebody felt like, with big mistake, somebody could have felt like they were punished for being a part of a certain family, or somebody always felt like they were a mistake, like they're not wanted or abandoned or something like that. Heartbroken, okay, and can't be tamed. And that's the thing though, because once somebody, this is somebody that like has so much hurt in, this can be somebody that has like anger issues. This is somebody who has so much hurt in their heart to where when you tick them off or when you trigger them, they go there. Like, you cannot tame this person. It's because it's a lot of built up anger within them. And when you don't address that, it shows up in different ways. Friendships, relationships, partners, whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up with the childhood trauma, it felt like you were never being paid attention to. You know what I'm saying? It's going to trigger you when you see that other people get attention. It's going to trigger you. Because you're going to feel like you've experienced all those years from childhood on of feeling like you were being neglected. And then it shows up in adult years as well. Somebody here, it could be a parent figure or whatever, they're losing control over someone. Or it's just gotten to the point to where it's like it can't be tamed. You know, somebody feel like they've been living a certain type of lifestyle due from childhood trauma that, you know, it's going to be hard to tackle. Or they know that it's going to cause, when you go through that healing journey, man, and you really face those things and you talk about it, hey Zion, it makes a lot of things make sense, because I feel like with people who experience childhood traumas, there's a lot that we push to the back of our heads, right? We try and push it as much as we can. Some of you guys could be moving or be going on a trip, but I'm getting like somebody trying to stuff stuff into a suitcase. You know what I'm saying? But eventually you're going to keep stuffing it. You can rearrange it however you want to, whatever. But eventually it's only so much that you can put in the suitcase to where it can't zip no more. And it's at that point to where you ain't going to be able to be tamed. Okay? This makes me think of when I had my mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? From being hurt, from like not expressing how I felt to avoid an argument. You know, trying to keep the peace, trying to keep everybody else peaceful, but it's tearing me the fuck up inside. You know what I'm saying? I grew that hardened heart at one point in time. Okay? And once that card got pulled, once that rug got pulled from all the stuff that I was just putting under the rug, it was hard to come back from. But I had to face that heartbreak. I had to face that pain. And I had to do the healing work. That's what a lot of people avoid doing. Yeah, it hurts. It was plenty of times where I had those conversations within myself in the car. And it hits different when you just thinking it versus when you speak it out loud and you actually hear yourself saying the things. Because sometimes your mind can play tricks on you. And you can be like, you know, you can easily try and trick yourself to believe that didn't happen. When you get to talking about it, it resurfaces certain type of emotions. Just like when I was speaking to my mom and she was telling me about an encounter, and she was just like, these tears just started to come and I didn't know what they were coming from. And it was just that emotional block. And you know, you never know. That's why, you know, people say come healed. Nobody is ever really done healing. You don't know what parts that you have to heal until you encounter certain type of people. Hi Rex, he said you fine as fuck, boo. Thank you. We was just talking about compliments. Make sure y'all look at that read. Thank you. But here's the thing, and that's the thing with what I've been through. You probably don't even look like what you've been through, collective. And that's why you can't be tamed, because these people thought that whatever the situation you went through was going to hold you down, but no. You know what I'm saying? They thought that you was just going to stay stuck. No, I see y'all doing the healing work here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we may feel stuck, but there's so many tools and resources around us to help loosen us up. Okay? Somebody can just really be a very not like a very serious, stern type of person. It's like, so you're never going to get too deep with this person with casual encounters or casual counterparts, I mean. Because listen, empty inside. This person is like, somebody here feels like they've had a lot of people around them, whether this be friends or family, but it's like someone here feels like nobody understands them. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Nobody want to see us together, but it don't matter, no. I got you. There's some sick ass energy. Oh God, bro. Because the thoughts that I even get with that, like, it's just a lot of sugarcoating what's not okay. Like, yeah, they don't want to see us together. Yeah, because your old ass is with somebody young. Yeah, that's why nobody wants to see y'all together, because what the fuck are you doing? But it don't matter, no, because I got you. It's like, watch who y'all have around y'all kids. Sorry, y'all. Watch who y'all have around y'all kids. I was also getting this download, because I was thinking of dancing too. And it made me think of Tommy the Clown. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if this is a mentor, a teacher, a tutor. I don't care how friendly these people come off to be when it comes to your children. Watch your children. Two-faced, because listen, it's somebody got one side and somebody got another side. They may show this light side, but it is a dark side to someone. And with escaping reality, it's because somebody, this happened to someone else. Misery loves company. This happened, whatever childhood trauma you are working through, this has happened to the same person who is doing the abusing. Again, this is something that gets passed the fuck down. Somebody feels like, oh, this happened to me. and I'm a part of this family dynamic, so I got to find the next culprit in which I can do it to somebody else, so I ain't the only one that has to walk around here and be that way too. It's this type of motherfucker. And what can't be tamed is that's that energy of walking around like you can't be touched or like you good, but like somebody did touch somebody. A hit dog is gonna holler. This shit is irritating. This shit is irritating me. Oh God, we ain't gonna spend too much time on this. I'm gonna just let y'all know. Yeah, breaking point. Because that's how irritated and how upset this is making me right now. Because it's really people out here like this. So that's why, like, I don't care. Listen, I don't care if it's your partner. Okay? The motherfucker you had the kids with. If that child feels the type of way about around that daddy or around that mama or whatever, pay attention to that too. And it's so crazy how it's like kids have such an innocence. So for people to have this certain type of outlook towards them, it is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was like with my baby niece, it's so funny because we both got complimented today when we was at the same place getting something to eat. Me by an older male, but her by a grandmother, right? Because it was a grandmother there, and I had her, and you know, I had her close to me. And my niece is so beautiful. Her little soul, bless her little soul. But I know she is such a bright star. You know what I'm saying? So when the grandmother said something to me, she was like, "Oh, she looked just like my grandbaby." She was like, "She's so pretty. She is so pretty." You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, there are sick individuals that look at children like that are very beautiful at a young age and plot and pray. And it's so, because child, especially in the church house, okay, from growing up, and my grandparents were, you know, well, I never met my grandfather, but my grandma, she was, you know, the first lady. But even just from a young age that I can think of, just from like certain older men, it's the look in the eyes, just like with the guy that I had met today at the burger stand. Once my eyes were on him a little bit too longer than, because I don't really like making eye contact with people because I already know what it is. I already know what it is with my eyes. You know what I'm saying? So I see, cycle end, closure. Somebody needs to end the cycle here. But at a very young age, I would notice how men would look at me. You know, my grandma didn't play that. Listen, I came from a grandmother where you needed to have a slip under your damn dress. And that's the thing, these kids nowadays don't know nothing about that. Okay? If I was wearing a dress and it was see-through, even if it wasn't see-through, I need to have a slip underneath it. I need to have some shorts underneath it. I couldn't wear no skirts above my knee. And if I did, I need to have some stockings on. Okay? And it's so crazy because nowadays, like the stuff that I be seeing kids wear now, and I'm just like, my grandma would have tore me a new one. No, I'm just playing. My grandma wasn't like that. She would hit you, she would get you with a little switch. See, kids don't know about that. And, child. People need to protect these kids because this is what forms in them when those things are not being addressed. Depression, deep depression, because again, once that comfortability of the same motherfucker that has hurt you has the ability to walk around, when you know that it's two sides to this person, you feel useless. You feel empty because nobody is protecting you. Nobody is standing up to the abuser and being like, hey, you can't be around here. You gotta go. Nobody's doing that. Because you want to know why? That's going to unleash other abusers in the family. That's what that's going to do. That is, by somebody speaking up on one, oh, it's going to be a domino effect. Look at that, commitment issues. And this is why it's so hard for someone here to actually find somebody that cares about them, or to be in a commitment, because there's a sense of somebody feeling like they're not worthy due to what they experienced at a young age with the people closest to them that they consider family. So it's kind of like, if family would do that to me, what makes me think that someone in a relationship wouldn't do that to me? It's fucked up, man. It's really fucked up. Because there's a lot of things that's inside this person that makes them feel stuck. Or like, this is like somebody just in a dark room that they can't get out of. Like, that's really that depression here. And you know what happens with people that experience that and try to get into relationships? Or, you know, misery loves company. So they find someone where they can make feel just as low, if not lower, than how they feel. And maybe that's what somebody is going through. You know, somebody who is working through childhood traumas. And somebody here is just at a breaking point, you know, with cycle end and closure. Somebody is escaping reality. Somebody is escaping going to get the help that they need. Because that's like, somebody's at the point where they can't be tamed. Very snappy, don't like to listen, don't know how to communicate, making mistakes, and in the midst of it, people's getting backstabbed and stuff like that. It's like somebody is escaping the reality of, hey, there's some things about me that I need to fucking work on. But what does somebody do with misery? Misery loves company. They find other people who have childhood traumas that they have yet to work on. And if they agree with where this person is at when it comes to where they plan on going to escape their own reality, then they're going to have them people tag along with them too. Yeah, people that are just insecure, that are just as insecure and do not want to handle the issue at hand. It's not fair, because at one point, listen, it's the adult's job at a certain point until you become an adult. And I know it's fucked up that it's some adults that brush this under the rug and never helps you address this, and you have to do it on your own as in adulthood. I know that can cause a lot of anger, a lot of hurt, and a lot of resentment to these very same people that allow the abuser to still grace the room. So with insecurities and somebody feeling empty inside, it's kind of like, am I good enough? Like, who am I? You know what I'm saying? It's poor self-esteem, because it's like, man, lies, trickery, and deception. Exactly. Social media influences. And that's the thing, because this can be the very same person. This is like... This is like somebody advocating for child abuse, and they abuse their children. Like, how are you somebody that has so much of a presence for either motherhood or fatherhood and family and this and that and whatever, but you let this type of shit go on in your family? Be fucking for real. That's the last thing anybody here needs to be advocating, is for togetherness and this and that. And you let something like this happen to your own seed. That shit is so... Okay. Yeah, greed and selfishness. Just selfish. Somebody wanting to take something away from someone else because that's what happened to them. Not wanting to put the foot down on something because that's what happened to them. So it's like, well, at least I don't have to be the only one to work through it. We can both work through it. But it's like, no, motherfucker, you could have stopped the shit from happening so you wouldn't have to help this person get through it. It could have been avoided. It could have been nipped in the bud. But I feel like it was a lot of throwing shit under the fucking rug. I be trying not to curse so much, but y'all, these energies be irritating me. Especially this one. Okay? Because this is somebody like that had, this is like letting somebody, telling somebody to leave the nest and never teaching them how to fly. But like you beat this person to help you make this nest, and now you have to leave and then figure it out yourself. But it's like, damn, like I went through all of that and took all of that, and now I gotta figure it out. Anybody helping me? You didn't help everybody build everything else. Somebody is angry, upset. I'm telling you, somebody has a lot of anger in their heart. This is like anger that has festered in somebody's heart for years. Okay? Because they were not protected with protection here. If you are a man going through this situation, okay, this could definitely cause you to have a bad outlook on women, because the woman in your life did not protect you in the way you felt should. And if you are a woman experiencing this, it's because you may have a certain type of feeling towards men, because your parents are the first encounter of love that you come across. So when they show you in ways, when they display to you ways of love, or they teach you ways of love, you believe them because it's your innocence. You believe them. That's how it's supposed to be. But when you become an adult and that with communication, that conversation is not had, all it does is create anger because somebody feels like, I was not protected. I thought I was protected, but I'm hearing that song, look what you've done. Look what you've done to me. Look what you've done. It's like, and I'm another Nebby. But this is not like, in that Drake song, he's paying homage to his mom, right? But this is, in that instinct, it's like, look what you've done. I'm the person that I am because you allowed so much shit to go on with me. And it was never talked about. I feel like it was never talked about. That's why somebody is angry. Because they just, this is somebody that like, this is, it's like a huge fucking elephant in the room. The motherfucker who's the abuser can be a big ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This big, busted, and disgusted. Spiritual work. That's definitely that generational curse. That is definitely that generational curse of the abuse being passed down from generation to generation. Okay? And it's somebody needs to do some cord cutting, or they need to cut some people out of their life. Okay? Clarity. Somebody sees why they have this hardened heart. Somebody's, yeah, with naughty behavior due to those things that was not supposed to be going on. They see clearly that that is the issue here. Something significant can have happened around Christmas time, okay? Is making me think of that song. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. Naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Also, too, somebody is upset at some type of spiritual work that somebody may have put on someone that has been broken, okay? Because somebody is protected, and somebody is mad at the fact that somebody is protected with the spiritual work. No matter how much they try to throw at somebody, somebody sees clearly as to what the fuck is going on with this type of behavior. They see what's going on. This could be somebody that tried to curse somebody's bloodline or something. But here comes that apology. And my thing with that is motherfuckers was not sorry when they was just letting somebody walk around as if they could not be tamed, as if they could not be reprimanded. I mean, get repercussions for the trauma that they have caused someone here. Now that somebody can't be tamed and they are so angry or so explosive, now this could have been a heated argument, y'all. This could have definitely been a heated argument, and this could have came out in that argument. Yeah, with reminiscing. Because somebody is like, it's like every time this person sees this energy, they remember the trauma. So it's kind of like, man, when you allow somebody who has abused you to keep coming around, that is a constant reminder of that trigger that that person experienced. And it gives that sense of embarrassment because everybody knows about it, but nobody's talking about it. And that type of person carries that into relationships. They hurt people. You know what I'm saying? They have friendships. They hurt people like that. It's an ongoing thing, man. What is this sentimental apology about? Yeah, you best to be scared. You best to be scared. I heard all bets is on the table. Somebody can like to gamble. Okay. With this Nine of Wands, it's like you've already picked yourself back up and fought through how to maneuver through that. So it's like it's no need for an apology at this point. When it comes to this person who never gave you the apology before, they just let shit happen. They just let this abuser do what they did to you and still talk to them. And it's like somebody is feeling stuck. Like they can't even really say what they want to say. I'm hearing say what you need to say. Far away from her, just jump in a taxi cab. Somebody wants to move far away from this fucking family. Somebody wants to move far away. Three of Cups. They may want to reconcile with somebody. Maybe they want to. Somebody is seeing clearly as far as some type of tricky behavior that was going on. Somebody wants to say sorry for maybe treating you a certain type of way or having this hardened heart towards you. Okay. What's up with the Three of Cups? The Tower. This is going to shock you at the fact that like this person is coming in with this apology. It's going to shock you, but it's going to allow for a Tower moment to, this person had to go through something. You know, maybe this person did have to go through therapy and address this situation. You know, maybe they had to learn with casual counterparts. They had to learn how to keep it very cordial or very surface level with certain people. Because they knew with lies, trickery, and deception, these are people that they can't trust. They see how people are very good at wearing a mask or how they're very good with having, I'm hearing it's always two sides of the story. Somebody presents their way on social media a certain way, but they allow so much other shit to go on behind the scenes. They don't live up to what they say they are online. And that's the thing. I feel like what irritates this person though when it comes to whoever allowed the abuse is the fact that there was no conversation to clear them the right to operate in this sense of now they are an advocate for something. Had it been a conversation, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, now that I know better, I do better. There's some real sentimental apologies between them, whatever. Maybe it would have been different. But the notion of still allowing the abuser to walk around, and then somebody here feeling like they can preach, a lot of this could be going on in the church home too. I feel like somebody feels like somebody preaches to the choir. Okay, somebody could be a choir director. Okay, listen, it was a few little, choir directors from my grandma. Child. The strength card, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person, I feel like they had to do something to strengthen themselves when it comes to this anger. They did some type of healing work. They could have went through therapy or something to know how to tame this anger that they have within them before they came to you, or before they put themselves in a position towards coming towards you and giving you some type of love offer. They had to build up some type of strength and courage here. Okay, with the Two of Wands, this person, it could be trying to figure out what direction to go in, or where you stay at now, what's your address. What's this Knight of Cups? Knight of Pentacles. They come with love offer. They want to come with something stable, with the Pentacle here, and the Ace of Cups. You can have two people on their way towards you. With the Two of Pentacles, it's like, which way you want to go? You got somebody here that wants to offer you love now, a love offer, and there's somebody here that wants to come and build some type of stability. But I'll actually, whoever these knights are, I feel like that's the same person. Maybe it took this person a long time to get into the position of showing you love and working towards something stable or a commitment. And then you have Spirit brought you somebody else in with the Ace of Cups. New love. Okay, how do you feel about this Knight of Cups and Knight of Pentacles energy? Six of Wands. Okay, at one point you could have felt as though this was a successful relationship, or had the potential of being successful. Okay, but with the Five of Swords, jealousy, envy, competition. Because if you're in this Six of Wands energy, you must be getting recognized or be on some type of platform. We do have social media influencers here. You're getting a lot of attention. So with the Five of Swords, this person, you could have felt like this person was giving other people attention that was causing jealousy and envy in you guys' relationship. Okay, people feeling like they needed to win in order to have some type of success with someone. Yep, King of Wands. This could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, because this person, very good looking and whatnot. But with the World card, you ended things, okay? You could have definitely closed out a cycle with this person. Maybe they're taking this, it took them a minute too. Again, they needed to, this person couldn't come to you and get a certain type of closure until they learned how to communicate and not allow their anger to take over the conversation. Okay? Now, what's the deal with this new love, this Ace of Cups? The Fool card, okay? Whoever this person is, they want to take some type of leap of faith with you. They want to take some type of risk. They feel like you are God-given. This is somebody you could be starting a new journey with the Death card. This person is like, I'm just going to go for it. I don't know what's going to come from it, but this is somebody who is just ready for a transformation in their life. They're willing to leave the past behind and move forward. because they feel like the love that you have, the reason why they even want to take a risk with you is because the love that you have is overpouring, and they can really tell that you love and you care about them, and that you know, your love is genuine. So because you exude that type of love, is making them, you know, I'm hearing, I'll be a fool for you. Ooh. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Hot damn. Okay. Yeah, this person feels that soulmate connection with you. Okay, if this is not a new person, yeah, see, okay, if this is another person, right, they may feel like they got their heart broken by other love connections before that. You know, it was a lot of confusion. They didn't really know if somebody cared about them like that, and they let these people close to their heart, and they end up hurting them. But with you, it was like instant with Two of Cups. Instant unconditional love. When you came in with the Ace of Cups, your love comes from the hands of the Most High. So of course you're going to give an overpouring amount of love. It's going to feel God sent. No motives, no nothing, no confusion, no nothing. And they know that. They feel that with you. Also, too, if you have an ex from your past that is into spell work, they are upset at the fact that they are not able to block this Two of Cups connection that's coming in, because that has a lot to do with misery loves company. Okay, if this person is doing spell work and is tapping in to see who's coming towards you or whatever, the minute they see somebody coming towards you with clarity and naughty, you know, going to somewhere to get some insight, then they're going to want to come in with this apology. And you're probably going to be like, where is this coming from? That's that Tower. Where is this coming from? It's because this person has been freaking spying on you, trying to see if you got new love coming in. This is somebody who does this shit consistently. They're like, okay, well, let me, this week, is Collective having new love coming in this week? Does it look like something that's coming in? All right, no, let's try next week. Like, and they're upset at the fact that this union, this Two of Cups connection that you have with someone new is protected. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who has experienced whatever we were speaking on earlier, they have a problem with like somebody else being happy. It's so crazy. Two of Wands. Somebody needs to turn it, needs to go a different direction. Okay, but also too, like this, whoever this Ace of Cups, this new love that's coming in is, this is an Emperor, y'all. This is your one. This is somebody who's, I'm hearing, baby, I've been making plans for you. If there's a question of my heart, you got it. Somebody's trying to figure out where they need to put some money at or whatever to build something. Yeah, the Moon card. You don't even know this is going on, because this person plans on giving you equal reciprocity with the Six of Pentacles, because they see the love that you pour out and you give to them. So maybe this person's way of showing you, because I see Pentacles here, is something tangible to let them know as well, or to let you know as well, that they care about you too. Okay. Ten of Wands, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. This person knows that, like, you may struggle, or it may be a little burdensome for you to find love or somebody who really values you and cares about you. So they want to show you that. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's willing to put in the work to show you, like, hey, I want to be here. And I want you to be here too. So with the Six of Pentacles, what do we both got to do to make sure that happens? Ten of Pentacles. It just keeps going up. Seven is Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Honey. This person can call you that, honey. That's funny. That made me think of somebody. I like pet names. Maybe this is somebody that's going to call you like baby girl, mamas, sugar plum. You know, this is this is somebody who wants to do that type of cute shit with you, okay? And maybe this is somebody who ain't used to that type of stuff. So they could be breaking their own childhood traumas and being a lot more sweeter, a lot more kinder, or, you know, really showing somebody that they care about them, you know, in a different way. So, you know, when it comes to childhood trauma, it varies based off of the situation. You know what I'm saying? But there are tools and resources that we as an adult can now access. You know what I'm saying? Because it is unfortunate that it is some adults that did not take care of the younger us, right? So once it's like, as we can't undo what may have transpired, but what we can do as an adult is to no longer do this and figure out what it is that I have to do, because somebody is realizing how that is spilling into other aspects of their life. So when you have that certain type of awareness of how a certain trauma has transpired into your life, you know what I'm saying? You have to come to, you have to either have some people around you that can help you, or to source, you know, wherever you can go to get that type of help, for real. For real, for real. So let's see, let's end it with some self-care oracle, okay? I'm gonna ask Spirit what's some things that you guys should tap into today, just to find a balance within this week, you know? Help ease your mind. Change the type of music that you're listening to. You know, put on some more uplifting type of music. Oh, I'm from Cali. I would get up and do my crip walk, but you know, I gotta warm up. Okay, deep breathing. I was just like, yeah. I mean, listen, if you are still going through that pit of anger due to that situation, Spirit is like, when you come across certain situations that may trigger certain things, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and understand that there is something that is happening within that scenario or that situation that is causing that, and the other person is unaware. You know, we can get so angry sometimes and not understand that the other person is not aware as to where the anger stems from. So to that person, it may seem so minute, like, dang, like, you know, even just with how men talk to me based off of the men that I've dealt with before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like when a man talks to me in a certain type of tone. I don't like it. To them, it's, you know, to somebody who, that's just how they are. Like, well, you can continue to be that over there. You know what I'm saying? But people have to understand that not everybody, even though someone here may have been in an environment where everybody knew and still operated in ways as if they didn't. You see how that goes into when that person starts to date someone and they, you know, if someone doesn't know, there's need to meditate. Some of you guys can be getting into meditation or yoga, something to ease the mind, ease the anger, ease the frustration in you. You know what I'm saying? Sweet treat. Spirit's like, treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? If it's in the aspect of food, or if it's in the aspect of just you buying something that makes you feel good. Like, some of y'all get back in tune with your inner child. Do those things that you was not able to do as a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, if before this trauma happened, you like to get ice cream on Sundays, and you know what I'm saying, start back doing those things. Don't let that abuser rob you from the things that you love just because they decided to taint it. Okay, spend time with animals. Some of you guys should get it like a support animal. Definitely get a support animal, okay? Or watch a movie. Netflix and chill. Okay, put something on that's gonna put you in a better mood. You know, whether you need to watch some comedy, something funny, or if you like scary movies, or you know, change the tone. Yeah, and alone time. Some of you guys just need to separate yourselves from people because, like, maybe you found yourself overstimulated, overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? I know with me, because I grew up with so much family and I have so many friend groups and my own businesses. So I know with me, because I spread myself so much, it'll be like on Monday, maybe a friend group got something, and then maybe another whole friend group got something on Wednesday, and another one. It's just like, oh my God, that on top of balancing family and stuff like that, you spread yourself thin. And sometimes I do get, you know, a little overstimulated, and that can transpire in being frustrated sometimes. Because I'm like, damn, like, that's why it's so important to have that self-care day. Even if you take a vacation, you take a self-care week, what have you, it's so important for you to tap back in with yourself. Because when you spend time with yourself, you create the environment that you want to create, and you are able to take yourself out of a certain environment that does not suit what you are working on the inside. Just because you had to stick around because you were a child in that environment does not mean now that you are an adult that you still have to deal with that shit. You do not have to deal with these motherfuckers. I don't care how comfortable they made it feel for you when you were young. It does not matter. Stop letting people play with the shit that you had to live with. Call these motherfuckers out. Like, yo, we ain't cool like that. I don't want to skate with you. I don't want to do none of that with you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, y'all can keep playing this game and dancing around like y'all don't know. But when you see that person, y'all know. That's what's irritating me right now. Because it's like somebody, a parental figure or something, allowed this to happen to where it's like that now. If you gotta blow some steam off, like for real, take a walk, go to the beach, clear your mind. Some of y'all need to go to the beach. Get near some water. I know I do. Shit. Spirit been working my ass with these downloads. I'm like, God damn, okay. Let me just do my job. Ooh. Somebody don't want me to do my job. Somebody is upset. And that eye clock fell again. I'm telling you. Don't get mad at me because I see your bullshit. You can listen, I ain't the one that I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Somebody can like playing spades. Whereas the person who was getting abused may not be able to say this shit. If it's you that is the parent watching me with that type of energy, you damn right you wrong. You damn right you're wrong. And that's exactly why this child has the feelings that they have towards you. Because you just could not allow your child to not go through the bullshit that you went through. There's signs. People know their kids. There's signs. So you fucking know. I don't mean to cuss, but y'all, this is really irritating me. Oh, because I feel like y'all went a long time with not having a voice here. And people really need to like get called out for that shit. Because people know they dead ass wrong. And then they got other people thinking like they're the greatest parent or the greatest person in the world, but not knowing that they let they child go through bullshit and swept that shit under the rug. Man, get the fuck up out of here. Move up out my way. I gotta get up out of here because this is about to make me irritated. And listen, journal. Before I leave, I'm glad I seen this. Shit. I swear for you. Cause, ooh. It's not okay. It's not okay. Because the way that I'm getting how this parent made this child out to believe that it was okay, and it's like having that aha moment that the tooth fairy is not fucking real and that you've been getting lied to this whole time. This is like going to school and being like, yeah, I put my tooth under the pillow. This is like going to school or something and being like, yeah, um, you know how crazy that sounds? Still believing in the tooth fairy at high school? You know what I'm saying? You telling your homie like, yeah, I done, this is what happened. And they like, what? You don't know that shit's not real? And they're like, no, you know, I grew up, you know, my mom kept telling me that it was, people are like, no. Do you know how hard of a pill that is to swallow? It's not fucking cool. Like, you gotta clear that fucking energy out. Let's get some affirmations. Let's get some positive affirmations. We can't leave it on that note. But spirit is like, move your body. Move your body. Do some dancing. That's how you can release some of that clogged up energy in your root chakra or whatever. Like, dance, move, like move that energy around. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it was something of being touched as a child. Shift that energy, because I feel like for some of you guys, some of you, it could be hard to you know, partake in that act with partners or anybody. And I fully understand. If you feel like you're not seen, I see you. I understand. And it's not fair, man. It's just not fair. Because, like, I will really hurt. I will be in jail if something happened to any of my nieces and that. Like, you wouldn't be able to tame my ass. Look, I ain't got kids, but I love them as my kids before my kids. And it's like, I wish a motherfucker would. It's making me think of this experiment that this, and it's a lady and her daughters. They do like skits and whatnot. But it was, they did a skit, this girl at the park, and it was this guy, and it was two women sitting, you know, a little farther over, and the guy was talking to the girl and was like, oh, you know, like you want some candy or something, but you can't tell anybody. And the woman was like, what are you doing? That's why it's like, listen, people need to have that energy of, don't just watch your kids, watch other people's kids too. As a parent, you should, that, it's so selfish for people to only worry about their own kids. But it's like, you never know if it can end up happening to yours. That's why people need to speak up. It's so much of a silence when it comes to abuse in the family. Like, for the sake of the family, fuck the family. Shit. At that point, the hell we doing? Okay, Q, it says, I can, I will, end the story. And that's that arrogant energy that I get from that person who feel like they can be tamed. Because they know if one dog hollers, all of them holler. So since ain't nobody hollering, they can and do whatever it is that they want to do. But at the same time, I feel like it could be your energy as well. Because if you feel like you are not able to reach a point into your life to where you are able to move past that hurt and that pain, understand that you can and you will. Okay? End of story. That situation that you went through is not going to be the end all be all when it comes to your story. It was just a piece of the story. You know what I'm saying? Don't give that abuser the power to think that they have that much control over you just because everybody else gave them that power. Two, it says, I listen to my intuition and trust my inner guide. Okay? I'm hearing that song. I think it's called Intergalactic. No longer run into my intuition. The goddess of the greatness and I'm moving with learning to breathe, learning to I think it's called Intergalactic. And I'm working that shadow side every night. Divine be guiding me. Remember me now. I write the remember me now. Like, Spirit is trying to guide you away from having to deal with people that you have to suppress yourself with or from. Okay, Spirit's like, continue to listen to your intuition. These people no longer have a hold on you. So if you feel like you need to speak up and address some shit, then do that. Because you never know what younger person you are protecting. That's what you don't understand. If you know that you are growing up in the family dynamic of that, you don't know who preying on who. And they often go for the weakest, most innocent one. Okay. Number 4, it can be significant. Something, it's so crazy. Something significant could have happened in April. But I'm getting like, oh, Lord. It's like, I'm getting that this is somebody that, like, I'm telling you, people are fucking sick. What is that? What is that syndrome? Stockholm syndrome. When you find a certain type of love for your abuser. I think it is called stock, because I want, if you're not familiar with it and you went through it, I like to educate people so they can know that they're not, delusional. Some people don't know what to label that as. Like, why do I have a love for the abuser? And it made me think, because when I said 4, it made me think of April. This is somebody who, like, it's like an anniversary date, like it's a birthday or something. It's like, no, that's the date that something happened, that somebody uh Stockholm syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or abusive situation. People develop positive feelings towards their captors or abusers over time. This condition applies to situations including child abuse, coach athlete abuse, relationship abuse, and sex trafficking. Okay, so again, like, it says coach athlete abuse. Watch your kids. I don't care if it's a coach, a tutor, a teacher, okay, somebody teaching them how to tie their shoes. I don't give a damn what it is. Protect your kids, especially not to fake, not, and that's the thing. And I was about to say, especially the ones that you see, like, have a certain hand in their life. And that's where the anger can reside here too. If somebody had other siblings and nothing happened to the other siblings and one happened to the other, that draws anger as well, because they feel singled out, like they're the only one that experienced this. And that's so fucking unfair. Somebody could have felt like somebody else was a favor, like was favored more. I'm so disgusted at the parent of this. Oh, God. It says, I trust myself to make the right decisions. Okay. And with number 3, it says, I am creatively inspired by the world around me. Okay. So that's why it's so important to be around people that are creative, that help motivate you. You know what I'm saying? Because those are people that unknowingly help you heal certain things that just may be hard to carry. You know, like, and that's the thing why it's so important for people to tell their story, because you never know how somebody else's story can help the next person. Because what does it say? It says, I am creatively inspired by the world around me. Okay? By you speaking your truth, by you, you know, explaining what you went through and the things that you had to do in order to be able to learn how to make the right decisions despite what you were taught. Okay? It's important for you to be around people that you see have experienced some type of struggle or pain, because again, it lets you know that you are not alone. Yes, you guys may have went through different struggles, but a struggle is a struggle at the end of the day. Ain't no struggle, you know, when it really comes down to it, it's either it's no struggle or it's a struggle. It's not, oh, my struggle was worse, or yours wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It was just your cousin. Oh, well, mine was my dad, so you don't have to worry about that. It's like, child, two rights don't make a wrong. Or what is it? Two wrongs don't make a right. They're both bad. No matter who the fuck it came from. That's crazy. Somebody could like to bake with sweet treats here. Okay, one more spirit. I'm out of here because I'm irritated. I'm irritated. Okay, 10. It says, my future is an ideal projection of what I envision now. Okay, so now that somebody's learning how to make right decisions, they're taking what it is that they know now and applying that to the future. And I'm so proud of you for whoever that is, because I see what you had to go through. And I know that shit is not easy. Mingling and chilling with the same motherfuckers that have you around the same person that hurt you. And just everybody's acting like this shit is okay. Like everything is all fucking honky dorky. Like, until you got to that point to where you did not have to be around. And that's the thing. People wonder why certain family members just go off and don't fuck with you, or you know, you don't see them. You're just like, damn, what happened? Whoa. Like, you never know. It be sometimes them parents that people be needing to get the fuck from around. I'm gonna say, that's funny. I heard that song, Say a Little Prayer. I'm about to say a prayer for y'all tonight on the real, because I feel your hearts through the screen. Okay? And I just want to let you know that I love you and you are not alone, and it is not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not. So I'm proud of you for making and taking the necessary steps to get the help that you need, because I know it's not easy, especially if you are masculine. And, you know, not to negate from women experiencing this, right? But just in the aspect of the world we live in now, where people call men sassy and this and that, and, you know, it kind of stripped the look of a man going and actually asking for help. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud for all my masculines on here that's watching, that is taking a step to go to therapy, that is going to talk to somebody, that is choosing to stop being quiet, you know, because I'm telling you, that can save the life of another relative. Once it's known, once it's outwardly known, if someone still decides to do that, it's because that is that person's character. That's just what it is. Stop holding secrets of motherfuckers that's doing trifling shit. That's just what it is. Because whereas people trying to keep the peace, you only end up having those internal battles within yourself. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, y'all.